What is going on, everybody? How's it going? Happy Monday. I know, Mondays kind of suck, but hope you guys are doing good. Guys, guess what? We're finally getting a direct tomorrow. Isn't that exciting? It's been like, what? Since September? It's been so long. But yeah. We're just gonna chill out today. We're gonna play some Sonic Megamix Mania since I haven't played that yet. But first, I thought we'd do something a little bit different today. So, usually we do our direct predictions before the direct. But I think today we're gonna do it right now. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing good, man. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Goku, Sonic Bros, Super Shy Guy, Fried Waffles. If Wonders of I'm not sure what that is. Ocarina of Time remake announcement? Oh shit. Is it happening? Is it real? Is Nate the Hate right? I hope he's not right on everything, because he predicted that there will be, like, no Mario stuff tomorrow, basically. And I really hope that's not true. But I hope you guys are doing good. 3D Mario? I don't know, man. Nate the Hate just said that, well, he had, like, a podcast episode that went up this morning, and he said on that podcast that, he's not expecting 3D Mario to show up here. He did predict, I mean, yeah, he's predicted a lot of things right, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Bro, Nintendo forgot about Mario, bro. This is a Thomas the Train game. Alright, so before we get into the bingo, we got some news, bro. There's two things I want to go over before we get into the direct bingo here. Honestly, really sad Frontiers DE is going to be a Switch 2 exclusive. It's looking like it. I think there's like maybe a 5% chance that it's not, and it's like a all platforms upgrade, but I think at this point, it's pretty safe to say that it's just a Switch 2 port. Yeah, he said there's not going to be any Mario Kart DLC either. Or he's expecting it. But there's two things I want to talk about before we get to the direct bingo. First up, Limited Run showed off an update for the Sonic Racing Crossworlds Collector's Edition. And it looks horrible. Like, what? Like, what is this, bro? This looks awful. I mean, I haven't even gotten the Shadow Gems one yet, but I didn't order this one. This one I skipped out on, and I'm glad I did. Shut this company down. Like, I don't know how they, like, this is what that looks, it just looks bad. Like, it looks so like this is too light. It's too light. Both of them, their skin tones are way too light. The cars kind of look decent. But the main thing that I'm like, how did they fuck it up? Look at the logo. It doesn't even, like, fill in the outline correctly. Do you see that? It's, like, not big enough. They couldn't even get that right. Like, how the fuck... How do you even fuck that up? How does this slip through the cracks? It's right. It's... Yo. So yeah, if you bought this, I feel bad for you. And I have no idea when this is coming out. So, that's one thing. And the second thing, I just want to get this out of the way because I want to talk about it. Crazy Taxi got revealed yesterday. And I want to briefly mention this on stream. There was an AI content disclosure. I won't get into this too much because, you know, we want to keep it a little, like, positive around here. But this does kind of suck. Yeah. On the Steam page, it said that the new Crazy Taxi game is using AI. Now, to what extent, I don't think we know. Best case scenario, I really, really hope it's whatever it is not going to be in the final game. Maybe they just used it as a reference or like temporary assets or something. Regardless, I just hope it's all removed because I don't know. That would be a big disappointment if this game came out and had AI generated stuff in it, like assets and whatnot. And it would really suck if they did the same with the next Sonic game. ChatGPT appearing in the... dude, that slander is fucking killing me. What's up, P-Shooter? Dude, that's... I've seen the slander on Twitter. It's like Frontiers 2 is going to have the ChatGPT logo when the game starts up. Why is it in black and white? Because it's sad, bro. I don't know, actually. Tails channel is the one who made this little graphic, so I don't know. But yeah, we're just briefly talking about this real quick. Yeah. I really hope best case scenario is it's all gonna be removed from the final game. We'll just have to wait and see, or maybe they'll make a statement. But let's go ahead and get to the direct bingo. That's our two little pieces of news here. I'll go ahead and delete these layers here. So we're going to get into the direct bingo. News are so sad. Yeah, bro. Black and white news is sad. All right, guys. What do you guys think? Usually we do this the morning of the direct before it starts, but I thought, you know, since we're here, we might as well just do it now. Be a good way to talk about some predictions, and we can take some more time with it. So, let's get into it, bro. Now, let's do the Mario font. We always do the Mario font. We'll do a free space to start us off. Fair enough. Alright, what are we thinking, chat? I need specifics. You can't just say, like, I don't know. If you say, like, Kirby, it's gotta be, like, 2D Kirby, 3D Kirby, you know what I'm saying? Clarification, please read. Project lead stated that AI was only used as placeholders and references. Everything in the final game is meant. Okay, well, I hope that's the case. That is probably the best case scenario. Mario Titans? I don't know. Here, you guys want to know what I seriously think about 3D Mario? As much as I would really, really like it to show up tomorrow, I think that's a September Direct thing. I can't lie. I'm predicting that Nate the Hate is right. He said that 3D Mario is next year. I think that is a spring 2027 release, you know? That's going to be like an April next year game. And we'll get our first look at it in September. Whether that would be a September Direct or a Mario focused Direct or anything of that sort. I have like 10% confidence that we'll get 3D Mario tomorrow, as much as that sucks. I don't know. I really hope I'm wrong, but rename the free space to nothing. Guys, we're getting nothing this direct. Actually, this is the completed bingo. Everything's right. Alright. Luigi's Mansion 4. See, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I think I'll put 3D Mario. We'll put the big ones in these little outside spots. So I'll put 3D Mario here. I will put... Do you guys think we should put Ocarina of Time Remake? Is that valid? Or do you guys think that's fake? I don't think we're getting 3D Mario, guys. I hate to say it. Yes, for Ocarina of Time Remake? I don't know. I'm pretty mixed on it. I can't lie. Because part of me wants to say that I don't know, it just doesn't make sense, because they already have Ocarina of Time on Switch Online, and I know it's like, it could be very different. We don't know to what extent the remake is going to be, if it is real. But like, I don't know. Yeah, Nate the Hate said no 3D Mario. Or that was his prediction, which I can say he probably has some good judgment on that. I don't think he knows for sure, though. That's just his prediction. I don't think he's ever... Has he actually... Because I know I watched his prediction podcast this morning. Did he ever explicitly say, like, this is going to be here? I don't think he did. They were all predictions. But yeah, I would agree with him that I don't think we're getting 3D Mario tomorrow. That's just my thing though. I think we'll get it later this year and then early-ish 2027 release. Gorilla Tag Switch, how would that work? It's not VR. I guess you could, I mean, the Joy-Con, you could kind of like, I don't know, that would be awkward, I think. Let's go ahead and put Ocarina of Time Remake. I would love to see an Ocarina of Time Remake, personally. I've never played all the way through the original. I've only played a little bit of the 3DS version. I think I stopped in, like, the tree temple. That's literally all I've played of Ocarina of Time. Pretty much the only Zelda that I really, like is Breath of the Wild era Zelda. I like all of those games a lot. Even the Hyrule Warriors games, I love those games. New Smash Bros? Okay. Now, okay, I have a question for you guys. Do you think it's more likely we would get a brand new Smash game or a Switch 2 edition of Ultimate? Me, personally, I'm definitely leaning more towards Switch 2 edition. And the reason I say that is because, unfortunately, for one, I just finished up Kirby Air Riders. And for two, I feel like where could they possibly go with Smash Ultimate? I don't think there's a world where they make another Smash game and keep all the characters and add more. I think the most likely option, honestly, is Smash Ultimate Switch 2 edition. And that would maybe have like 5 more characters and stages. And it would have some resolution bumps and whatnot, because something I've noticed is that, you know, when the Switch 2 came out, they released all of those patches for the Switch 1 games. And those games that got patches never got Switch 2 editions. However, there were notably a lot of games that were missing from that patch list that eventually did get Switch 2 editions. And Smash Ultimate did not get a patch. So I almost feel like it's very possible for Smash Ultimate Switch 2 edition to be a thing. I think, okay, how about this? I think it's fair to just do Smash. It could be Switch 2 edition or a new game. I think it's fair we could just put that there. I don't think this is happening, by the way. I think if anything, we get a Switch 2 edition. Definitely not. I don't think we're getting a new game. I'm sorry. All right, let's get one more. Let's get like another big one, like right here. Oh, Sonic. We got it. Okay, yeah, let's put that there. Almost forgot. Yeah, Frontier, guys, Frontier's Definitive Edition is 100% happening tomorrow. Like, all signs point to the fact that it's a Switch 2 edition or just a Switch 2 port. It hasn't been announced at any other, like, presentation. The Walmart, I mean, there's been multiple sources that have said that it's coming out June 23rd, which is a few weeks from now. I think it's pretty safe to assume that it will be at this Direct. If it doesn't happen, it'll be really funny. It would. But, like, where else? It would have to be a shadow drop. Like, literally, if it's not here, it would have to be a shadow drop. Or if there's, like, a Sonic Central on Wednesday. Yeah, it is tomorrow, but we're doing the bingo today. We're doing predictions today, and we're going to play some Sonic Megamix Mania here after we're done with this. Because I haven't played it yet, and I want to play it. Can't wait for Sonic Team to remaster Sonic Eraser. Dude. Would they do movie news? Like, are we talking like Zelda movie? I think... Okay, how about this? Do you guys think we would get a Zelda 40th anniversary, like, segment? Where... You know how they did the Mario one, where they showed off the Galaxy ports, Mario Tennis, the new Yoshi? Do you think we would get, like, the same treatment for Zelda? Like, we would have... Obviously, the Ocarina of Time remake is, like, the big thing, but maybe there's, like, some smaller stuff sprinkled in? That could be cool. Okay. Yeah, we could do that. We could do Zelda movie news. Zelda movie news. That is coming out next year. I just realized, that movie is coming out very closely to Sonic Movie 4. I think like a month apart. You're going to be so honest, I highly doubt Really? You don't think Frontiers Definitive Edition will be revealed? I think it is. I'm like, okay, obviously I can't be 100% certain, but I'm like, I would say 90% sure. Because it's like, where else are they going to reveal it? And the fact that it's switched to exclusive is like, that's like the cherry on top. That's like, you know. Crazy Taxi? They just showed Crazy Taxi, though. At the Xbox event. Do you think they would show it again? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe they would, like, try to, like, what's it? Like, kind of capitalize on that announcement by re-revealing their own trailer, maybe? I guess I could see that happening. I don't know. Deltarune Chapter 5. Do you guys think that's tomorrow? I don't know. I don't know. It's a big L if it's just exclusively a Switch 2 port with enhancements and nothing else. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's what it's going to be. Like, that's literally... And I think the reason why it's called Definitive Edition is because, as, you know, kind of misleading that title is, I think it's because they can't call it a Switch 2 edition, because Switch 2 editions have to have the game fully on the cartridge. Because they have to function as a Switch 1 game and a Switch 2 game at the same time. Does that make sense? So, and I think what's going to happen, unfortunately, is that Frontiers Definitive Edition will be on a game key card. As much as I hate to say it, that... Oh, fuck. I really hope it's not on a key card, but I think it's going to be. Like, it's literally the worst case scenario. I'm excited. At the very least, I hope there's an upgrade path, because I have the game on Switch 1 digitally. If they reduce the pop-in, that'll make the DE the best version. Sonic Forces. Sonic Frontiers. Yeah, they could have named it something a little more interesting, that, like, rerun edition, sure. Or they could have just gotten away with just being like, here's Sonic Frontiers on Switch 2. That's what they did with Sonic X Shadow Generations. Like, why'd they have to add a subtitle? Doesn't make any sense. Alright, let's go ahead and... I saw somebody mention Duskbloods. I think that's a good one. We haven't seen anything about Duskbloods, and that's apparently coming this year. I have a good good God, I can't spell. Okay, Duskbloods. I have a good feeling that Duskbloods will be delayed to next year. Well, I guess not a good feeling, it's a bad feeling. I don't know, I feel like for something like that, they would want to reveal it a little, or not reveal it, but they would want to, well, I don't know, actually, we did already see the game, so, yeah, it might still be this year. I don't know. I think we could definitely see it, though. It's been too long. A new game by Sakurai? I don't know. You just finished up Air Riders. Maybe, like, new Kid Icarus, maybe? I don't know. Because, again, I really don't think we're getting a new Smash game. Crazy Taxi again, car winner. I don't know. I don't think we were going to see that here. I think that's I know it's coming to Switch too, but they just revealed that. I don't know, maybe. Is the bet still on for K? No, what? No, Snorlax, the bet fucking... Actually, yes. If Kingdom Hearts 4 shows up at this direct, I will still change my banner to that stupid Dax image, yes. By the way, my Twitter banner, not my YouTube banner, my Twitter banner. I will change it to that stupid Dax image if Kingdom Hearts 4 somehow shows up at the direct. Yeah, we're already doing the bingo today. Just so I don't have to like start stream as early tomorrow. Oh, there's Silver, bro. Yep. Actually, dude, fucking, they don't even have native ports of Kingdom Hearts. All of them on Switch 2. Actually, that is something we can put though, because I do think that's likely. Is native KH ports, not cloud versions. I did see something recently that, I think that, what was it? The cloud versions of all the Kingdom Hearts games on Switch had demos, but they got like removed recently. Right? Am I remembering that correctly? Maybe that's a hint at something. I don't know. Who knows? What should be the name of the new Sonic game? I'm thinking like Horizons. That seems to be the safest bet. I know there's already a fan game, but I don't think they would care about fan games in that sense. Oh, Sonic Pico Park is going to be... Oh, okay, that's cool. I was under the impression that that was just going to be a Steam thing, but that's cool. By the way, guys, the Steam page is up for that game. You can only wishlist it right now. You can't pre-order it or anything. A bit more on Persona 6. Yeah, okay, now that's definitely not happening. I don't even think that game is coming to Switch 2, is it? Because they announced it at the Xbox event. I don't think there was a Switch 2 logo in the little, like, title card. Switch 2 OLED with 2 screens and 3DS backwards compatibility. Yeah, okay. I don't know about all of that, but I have been thinking about this. I think we could probably put DS NSO. I think that would be cool. I think that's the logical next step for NSO. Like, we've had GameCube. They just fucking put Virtual Boy on there. I think the logical next step is DS. Final Fantasy VII Revelation? Maybe. I think there's a lot of third-party games that have just been revealed that they could re-show here to, like, advertise them. I don't know if I would want to put those on the bingo, though, because that's... I don't know. I think we should leave that off the bingo. That's just my thing, though. Either DS or Wii, yeah. I think DS is the logical next step. Because we have all of the handhelds before the DS. Except for, like, Game & Watch, I guess. But does that really count? So it's like, I think, yeah, DS is definitely the logical next step there. Luigi's Mansion 4? If they announce Luigi's Mansion 4, I need to finally go back and finish Dark Moon and Luigi's Mansion 3, because I do not like those games that much. So I never bothered to play them, I guess. Yeah, there's still no Sunshine on NSO, which is bizarre. It's like, that's what I hate about the NSO stuff. I hate how they're drip-feeding the games. Like, every, what, 4 or 5 months? It's ridiculous. Like, dude, they're fucking ROMs. Like, just put them all out at once. Why are you, like... I think it's stupid. They should just have them all there from the start. I mean, I don't dislike Sunshine. I think it's, like, like a 7 out of 10 game, but still, it should be on NSO. Like, right now. There's no reason why it's taking this long. Halo campaign involved? I don't think that's on Switch too, no. They just showed that at the Xbox event yesterday, and I don't recall there being a Switch 2 logo, or, you know. A 99 game? That's a good one. Which one are we thinking, though? I think we could just put, like, any of them. I actually like that one. That's clever. We're going to start from the corner and just circle. So let's do a 99 game. I think that's a good one. Double Dash on GameCube Switch. We do need that. There's a lot of games we need on Switch Online that they just haven't put on there for some reason. Fire Emblem release date. Should we put that on the bingo? I feel like that's kind of a given. I feel like Fire Emblem, like, obviously, that's like a summer game, apparently. So they would probably show that and give us a release date. I wouldn't be surprised if that's like the cold open. Or like one of the first headlines or whatever. That's like, yeah, that's almost guaranteed. It's like, I don't think we should be putting like, you know, Splatoon Raiders, any like Fire Emblem, Rhythm Heaven. I don't think that it's worth it. Next 3D Kirby? Do you think a 3D Kirby is more likely than a 2D Kirby? I did see the new Crazy Taxi. I'll probably try it out when it comes out, if the AI shit ends up being, you know, resolved. New Wario Land? Interesting. Is that something that's been leaked? That's an interesting one. I mean, sure. Or how about we just do, like, new Wario game in general, because they like to do WarioWare as well. We're just going to do new Wario game. How about that? That will be like, you know. That could be new WarioWare or Wario Land. WarioWare for Switch 2 with the mouse. Exactly, yeah. I feel like there's a lot of like micro games they can make with the Switch 2's mouse. Exactly, yeah. Woolly World on Switch? I definitely don't think that's happening. They have Mysterious Book. Would love to be wrong, though. I love Woolly World, and I would love to see that on Switch. Deltarune chat. Do we put Deltarune? I think we put Deltarune. I think that's fair. They did. Deltarune Chapter 5 is coming this year, according to the end of Chapter 4. I think that's fair. I can see that happening. Deltarune does like to be at directs. That's like a thing. Multiple Mario games is the worst day ever. 3DS Switch Online? I think they would do DS first. I don't think they would jump straight to 3DS. A new Sonic RPG? Maybe one day. Just please be better than Chronicles. That's all I ask. That's my only request. Sonic Heroes remake? Yeah, now you're tripping. Who wants a Sonic CD remake? You see, the funny thing about that is, I've talked about this before, but while I definitely think that's fake, like, that's definitely not true, I can see it happening for the, like, to tie into movie 4, but at the same time, like, they didn't really... I know Origins was 4 years ago, but that's, like, the modern way to play Sonic CD. I don't see the reason to do a remake at all. Sonic Rumble? Like, a Switch version of Sonic Rumble? Could happen. I I think Sonic Rumble is kind of too dead for that, though. If that makes any sense. No Sonic? Okay, okay. If we're getting anything Sonic, it's going to be Frontiers Definitive Edition. Switch Sports. Guys, what if they do Switch Sports Resort? Is the title clickbait, chat? Not necessarily. I really do think we're getting Frontiers Definitive Edition tomorrow. Absolutely. We'll find out tomorrow if it's clickbait. Guys, it literally went up for pre-order on Walmart and was taken down. And the pre-order date for release said June 23rd. Guys, we have to see it here. Did I have to learn something from Monolith? Oh, Monolith. We haven't gotten any news, like a new Monolith soft game? Do you think it'll be Xenoblade or something different? We'll just put new Monolith soft game. New Monolith soft game. How about just new Monolith game? That word's too long. I think that's actually very likely. I don't know. I have high expectations for this Direct because it's been so long since we've gotten one, and we practically know nothing about what's to come after this summer, really. After Fire Emblem, Splatoon, and Rhythm Heaven come out, we really know nothing. I saw somebody mention Switch 2 Sports. I almost want to put that, because I don't know why, I feel like that might actually happen. Or, what, we would just say Switch 2 Sports? Like, why do I think that's actually likely to happen? Maybe it'll be a Switch 1 game, too. Who knows? Because think about it, like, they've done, pointless sequels to, like, games nobody cares about anymore. Like, 1-2 Switch, that got a sequel in, like, 2024 or something, and nobody bought it. Nate said Switch Sports of some sense? Really? Huh. Maybe it'll actually happen then. ARMS? Ooh, I don't know. Switch Sports Resort. That would be funny if it's actually called that. I would love that. I don't know. I don't like Switch Sports personally. I think it removes a lot from Wii Sports that made that game special. Yeah, bro, stop spamming, please. If the Switch 2 OLED has 2 screens, it would get users to upgrade to Switch 2. Central tomorrow. Thanks for the 7, Pasta. Well, son, I don't think there's a Sonic Central tomorrow. I hate to break it to you, but thank you. I appreciate that. Mario Odyssey 2. We got 3D Mario. I don't think we're getting 3D Mario, but it's like an obligation to put it on every Direct bingo. Zelda game. We do have Ocarina of Time remake right here. So is Mighty Cuphead Adventure like an actual game? Because from what I gathered, to me, it seemed like it was almost, it was like a plug and play game. Like you could buy a little like Genesis replica or whatever, and you could like, is it like an actual game you can buy on like Steam and stuff though? I don't know. I will say this. I think Mario Kart World DLC is somewhat likely. I hope we get Mario Kart World DLC. Because that game desperately needs content. Yo, 10 years in the joint. Thank you for the 2, man. Mr. Pasquale Hiatus 2 Deluxe Edition. I keep telling him he needs to make music of Frontiers 3. He still hasn't done it. Still hasn't done it. But thank you, man. I appreciate you. If we get, oh, I actually know, I forgot the L. Hold on. There we go. I hope we get Mario Kart World DLC because I've actually been grinding that game a lot lately, and I've almost 100%ed it. I just need like a couple more of the question block panels around the area, and I'll have that game fully 100%ed. So I really want some new stuff. Doesn't even have to be DLC. It could be like a free update, you know? It doesn't necessarily have to be paid. But knowing Nintendo, they would probably charge for it. You didn't put Frontiers 2? I didn't put Frontiers 2 because there is a 0% chance of that happening. we got Frontiers Definitive Edition. That's going to be the only Sonic thing we get here, I imagine. I would love to be wrong. A limited themed Switch console, like a limited. I think I did see Loco. I did see there were talks about like a Ocarina of Time themed Switch 2 to coincide with the remake. You know what? Fine. Yeah, let's put that. That's fair. Let's put like new console skin or variant. Something of that sort. We can put that there. Centered right there. Metroid? I think it's too early for Metroid. It's very possible that they've already started working on like another Metroid Prime game, but we saw what happened last time when they announced it too early. It's releasing tomorrow? Oh, Frontiers, no. Frontiers Definitive Edition is coming out on June 23rd. I think it's going to get announced tomorrow. That you can either get a physical cartridge for the Master System. You can, dude, if you can actually get like a real Genesis cartridge for it, that would be so sick. I would buy that, actually. That would be so cool. Star Fox, yeah. I kind of want to stick to like unannounced things, mostly. Because I think, I forgot about Star Fox, but I was talking about earlier, like Rhythm Heaven, Splatoon, Fire Emblem, that stuff is kind of a given, I would think, right? Maybe not Splatoon, since it's coming out so soon, and they've already showed a lot of it. But yeah, I just think stuff like, especially Star Fox, like that's coming out in just like a few weeks from now. And they already had a whole direct for Star Fox. Maybe like, I think we can maybe get like a little like extra bit of footage, but I wouldn't put it on the bingo personally. Oh, wait, what? What was that? Wait, what was that? What was that notification? Did y'all read that? What was that? That wasn't 10 years. That wasn't his donation, was it? Because that has been there. It didn't show up in my feed. What was that? I don't know what that was. A gift? They sent a gift. I don't see that. Is that in YouTube? What's a gift? I don't think I've ever heard of that. You're welcome. Oh, was that you, Rousey Deltarune? Hold on, let me switch to the fan funding. Sent gold coined for 10 sent 10. What the fuck are jewels? Chat, what are jewels? Thank you, Rousey, by the way, but I've never heard of this. Is that like a new thing? Is that like YouTube's version of bits? That's interesting. Well, thank you. I wish it showed up more on my chat feed here. That's a little strange. I don't even think I saw you sent it. Interesting. That's gotta be something new. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Deltarune? Yeah, I think it's likely. We have Deltarune right there. You know what? I gotta do this for Needle Mouse. I gotta do it. Because he's been on that hopium that the new Hollow Knight DLC will show up. So, I'll do that. Hollow Knight DLC. There's apparently like a... Yeah, Sea of Sorrow. There's like a DLC coming out for the game. I've personally not played the game, but... I'll put that there because Needle Mouse is like... expecting it. What is alien hominid? Alright, now the next thing I want... New Paper Mario... It's funny you mentioned that, Luca. The next thing I want... I'm gonna put down... is a 1,000-Year Door Switch 2 edition. I really want that so badly. I never finished the game. I got really close. But I would love to go back and replay it this time. With like, you know, 60 FPS and 4K. I think that would be sick. So I'm gonna put that here. We'll put that right there. Now a new Paper Mario, up in the air if you ask me. I think we could get a 1,000-Year Door Switch 2 edition. Because remember what I was talking about earlier with like the patches and how Smash Bros. Didn't get one? Yeah, 1,000-Year Door has 60 FPS and 4K. That would go so crazy. That would go so hard. Switch 2 themes and web browser. See, I would put that, but we could do, you know what? Yeah, we could do themes. I don't know about a web browser, but I'm fine with putting themes. All right. Wii for Switch 2 Online again, Carwinner. I think DS is going to be their first option there. That's the likely first option, in my opinion. Yoshi Woolly World remaster. See, I think that's very unlikely because Mysterious Book just released, and that's like their Yoshi game. I don't know. I just can't see that happening personally. I would love to be wrong, but I don't think that's happening. Because I love Woolly World so much. How about a Triple T game revealed during a sizzle reel? Nah, that would be the most hype announcement in the Direct. 3D Land port. That would be cool. Why doesn't the Switch 2 have a web browser? Because Nintendo's lame. Switch 2 doesn't even have, like, YouTube yet. Or, like, Netflix or anything. Like, they never brought that over. It's still on Switch 1. They just didn't bring it over to Switch 2 for some reason. Deltarune? We do have Deltarune already. It's at the top. Pokemon Winds and Waves. Do we... Okay, guys, can we make an exception to my rule of already announced games? Do you think we could put Pokemon Winds and Waves? Is that acceptable to put here? No? Yes? That's a lot of yeses. I say we do it. Too early? You sure? I guess it is 2027. I'm fully expecting Pokemon to be holiday 2027. Winds and Waves will work well. What alliteration, yeah. Pokemon Direct, that's fair. They do a Pokemon Presents. Alright, maybe not. I did see somebody mention a new Kirby game, but I need you guys to decide. New 3D Kirby or new 2D Kirby? I need y'all to decide on one. Or 2.5D Kirby, I guess. Sakurai just got done with... Well, Sakurai doesn't handle all the games. Yo, thanks for the 10 jewels, Triple O. Appreciate you. See, that doesn't show up on my chat here. Oh, wait, yeah, it does. Happy Poop? What the fuck? It blends in with all the other chat messages, so it's hard to see. Thank you for the happy poop, Triple O. I appreciate that. That's so strange. 3D Kirby, 2D. Personally, I think 2D Kirby is more likely. I'm leaning towards more 2D Kirby. I think we'll do 2D. Let's do new 2D Kirby. We'll have that right there. DS, 3DS, and Wii U. Okay, now. Wii U? That would never happen. I'm sorry. Do you know, like, literally pretty much every Wii U game has been ported to Switch. The same with a lot of Wii games. Like, I don't think we'll get Wii NSO anytime soon. Like, they just released the Galaxy remasters on Switch. I don't know. Watch it be a 3D Kirby? Well, that would be unfortunate. I don't think we'll get a 3D Kirby. They just released the Forgotten Lands DLC not too long ago. I guess it was a year ago, damn, but not too long ago. Guys, we have a lot of Mario on here. I think we should put Luigi's Mansion 4, though. I think that's fair. Let's do it. Luigi's Mansion 4. Let's do it. Why not? Hopefully it's more like Mansion 1. Anything but Wind Waker, son. That's... I hate to break it to you, but... I don't think that's going to happen. I feel like if they wanted to do ports of Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD, it would have been done a long time ago. Alright, guys. We got 4 more spots. This is definitely... I think this is probably the best bingo we've made for a direct yet, because we've actually taken time to make it. Pico School Remake? What is that? That they might announce Jet Set Radio? I don't know about that. Spyro. Mario and Luigi game? It wasn't that long ago since Brothership came out. I don't know. Klonoa? Ace Attorney 7? Fortnite 2? More GameCube games? Is that something they would show in a direct, though? Oh, Mario Maker 3. We have so much Mario. I mean, we might as well. We might as well put Mario Maker 3. Let's just do it. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, let's just do it. Why not? What other franchises does Nintendo have? They have a lot. I did see one, earlier. Says a new IP. And I kind of like that one. Yeah, well, let me actually do that. Let's do a new Nintendo IP. Mother 3 localization. Don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh. Tonio? Oh, that stupid mobile game that just came out. Apparently you have to pay for that, by the way. It's not free, which is stupid. Imagine the new IP is ass. Well, I mean, who knows? I mean, ARMS was kind of but Splatoon was good, and that's a newer IP. like 10 years ago. Damn, it's already been 10 years since Splatoon came out. I see you guys seeing Kid Icarus, guys. I just that I would be shocked if Kid Icarus showed up. Any mobile game port. Sonic Heroes Ah, Nintendo Switch games for NSO. Ah, yes. You know what, let's get another Switch 2 edition. What about, like, Xenoblade 1 or 2, like, Switch 2 editions? Is that a fair one? Because we only have, like, Thousand Year Door. And, I guess, Smash. Yeah? Is that fair? Yeah, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Because they do have Chronicles X. We'll put the S in parentheses. Just in case they do 2 and 3. Or, you know. I heard the X Switch 2 edition was kind of ass, though. It's like, the game looks better if you just play the Switch 1 version in handheld, but it runs worse. New Bayonetta game? Ooh, shit. Do you guys think that's a good one? I kind of like that. Bayonetta 4? I really like that, actually. That's a good one. Do we do it, though? We're gonna look like idiots if it's not, if it's there. And it's not here. They wouldn't announce that in a Nintendo Direct. Why not? It's literally a Nintendo franchise. I mean, it's Nintendo published, but still Nintendo. Second party. Why would they not show that in a Direct? Way too early, you think? I guess what? Bayonetta 3 came out 2022, and Bayonetta 2 was 2013? 2014? Like an 8-year yeah, maybe a little early. Although, if I recall correctly, Bayonetta 3 took... kind of went through development hell there. If I remember correctly. See, I don't know about Wii, man. I don't know about Wii. For Switch 2 Online, I don't know. Silksong... Yeah, Hollow Knight. Yeah, Silksong DLC. That's what I meant. Yeah. The Sea of Sorrow. I think is what it is. I don't know. I haven't played Hollow Knight. Yeah, it's Dusk Bloods. Dusk. When you say it fast, it kind of sounds like you're saying dust. Like Dust Bloods. You kind of like don't... You don't even say like a K. You say dust. Dust Bloods. Smash Melee port? Now that's definitely not happening. Maybe on GameCube online, but definitely not a port. Geometry Dash? Are we going to get Definitive Edition updates? I definitely think so. I think we're going to get Frontiers Definitive Edition announced. Tomodachi Life update? I just thought of one. Animal Crossing. What do you guys think? New Animal Crossing. What are we thinking? We need a not happening space like a Mother 3 localization. Yeah. New Mario character spinoff. That's not out of the. That's not like out of the question. Princess Peach Showtime wasn't that long ago. Oh, you're so right. There's a Switch 2 version of Animal Crossing. I forgot about that. Maybe not then. Maybe not. I completely forgot about that. If there's a new Hatsune Miku game, I will cry. Dragon's Drive DLC? Dude, I forgot about that game. That game was fun for like maybe 20 minutes. And then my hands started to hurt. It's a very uncomfortable game to play. Meant on GameCube, I gotcha. Okay, you can stop spamming it, bro. You can stop now, bro. Okay, okay. Okay, you can stop. Stop. Dragon's Drive was fun until everyone stopped. Dude, that game is like dead. Like I hopped on it not too long ago just to see what's going on. I like didn't queue up for a match. It was already dead. Homophobia DLC. Do we really want DLC to be our last space though? What's up, Team Pokyo and friends? Nintendo app, GTA. Oh, GTA 6! Nah, hold on though. Wait, no. They wouldn't show that at a direct before Rockstar officially announces it themselves. I could definitely see them, like, Rockstar, like, showing off another trailer though. And then it shows up at a direct and they're like, it's on Switch 2. I could see that happening. I think there would need to be a GTA 6 trailer before that happens, though. Regardless, I almost want to put it just for shits and giggles. This dinky tablet cannot and will not run GTA 6. How do you know? It could. DLSS is a very powerful tool. They could get it. It might not run well, but they could get it playable. I know they could. Guys, I almost want to put it. I kind of want to put it just for shits and giggles. I can't lie. Final Fantasy Revelations, that just got revealed though. And we know that's on Switch 2. I kind of want to put it, bro. I can't lie. Just for shits and giggles. It's probably not going to happen, but... Here's the thing. I think everything in this direct bingo so far is, like, pretty likely. It's possible. GTA 6 is the one that I'm like, yeah, that's pretty impossible, but I kind of want to put it. They're about as unlikely. Fuck it, we ball. Guys, I'm putting GTA 6, bro. We're straight up just doing it for the meme, bro. There we go, bro. And there we have it. Yo, that took a while. But there's our bingo. So guys, how likely do you think all of this is? Like realistically. The Switch 2 will explode rendering the title screen. Okay. Give it some more credit than that. I think they could definitely get GTA 6 running on the Switch 2 if they took enough time to optimize it. You know, it's funny though, because there's been insider information from, I think, Nate the Hate or somebody else that did say that they've been testing GTA 6 on Switch 2. Because they've gotten like development kits and they've been testing it out, Not saying that means it's coming to Switch 2, but I wouldn't completely write it off. But yeah, guys, go ahead, screenshot this. Yeah, because as always, we're gonna be streaming the direct tomorrow, and we will, yeah, be there. Be there. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. All right. Well, there you go. As always, we'll fill out the bingo after the direct, not during the direct, just to make life easier. Testing doesn't mean it'll happen. I know that. Yeah, that's what that is what I said. Didn't they confirm a Genshin whatever? Didn't they confirm? Yeah, they confirmed a Genshin Impact Switch 2 version. Did they not? All right. So there's the bingo. Screenshot this. You know what to do. Now we're going to move on to the next thing, which is Sonic Megamix Mania. So I've been wanting to play this game for a hot minute, and I think now is the perfect time to do so. Yo, Mr. 10 Years, thank you for another 2, man. I appreciate you. Add Todd Howard jump scare. Dude, that was like the worst way they could have ended that partner showcase, the last one. That was the worst possible way they could have ended that. I was actually, like, on the floor. Alright, let's see. Where's my capture at? Boom. There we go. Here we are. Megamix Mania. So if you guys don't know what this game is, good, because I don't really know either, honestly. I just know it's a mod, and it, like, changes a bunch of stuff. So we're gonna play it. Now, this has been out for a minute. I'm kind of late to the party on this. But I'm still excited to see what we got going on here. So, what is... Jukebox? Heck, what is... Okay, let's look at the options, bro. You know we gotta look at the options. This is just the same stuff. I'm being lame. I'm being lame. Classic mode? What's classic mode? Do you guys know what this is? I've never played this. I'm assuming we just play Mega Mix mode, right? Like, that's, like, the likely thing to do. Shadows in this game? Let's go ahead and delete this one. Just get a new save file. Guys, I think we gotta play a Shadow. Like, we almost have to. People who worked on the OG Sonic Mania worked on this Mega Mix game. Are you serious? No way. That's actually sick. Yeah, let's go. Let's play a Shadow. We gotta play a Shadow. Let's do it. Sunset Hill Zone. Okay. Does he have like special ability? Okay, he has a double jump. So basics. Yeah, okay, sure. Press down after moving. Oh, that's just the roll. Okay. Simple enough. Hold down on slow. Oh, this is just like basic stuff. I know how to play Sonic. Spin dash. Hold down. Yep, of course. So does Shadow have a drop dash or no? Mania 1.5. It's like Mania plus. Double jump. So okay, so I guess that's a thing for all characters. Oh, what? That's sick. Get jet stomp. Jump out of a stomp. Wait, what? Oh, shit. That's actually fire. And there's red rings too, of course. Mania Plus feels actually good. Mania Plus is good. Decent DLC. Okay, come on. I don't think I can get this. Christian Whitehead worked on this? That's actually sick. I had no idea. Alright, let's do it. Sunny Shores. Oh, Ray is flying the plane. So yeah, this is just like a full-on, like they got all sorts of shit. They got new zones, they got red rings. Like, alright, cool. New characters. This is already really cool. Now, one thing I did hear about this game, in passing, was that the special stages kind of sucked. So I am curious to see what's going on with the special stages in this game. You saw his logo at the beginning of the game? Oh, I just assumed that was because it's a Mania mod and he worked on Mania, so his logo is just there. But I don't know for sure. Maybe he did work on it. So yeah, I heard the special stages kind of sucked. We'll see though. I like Shadow's 3D model here. It looks a little awkward, but they did what they could. You're not getting Definitive Edition tomorrow? Why not? My thing about that is I completely understand, like, not expecting, you know, like, Frontiers 2 or another game for this year. I understand that. But not getting Frontiers Definitive Edition, it's like, where else is it going to be announced? A Shadow drop on Twitter? It's a Switch 2 edition, exclusive to Switch 2. The release date has already been leaked to be only a couple weeks from now. Like, where else are they going to announce it? They gotta announce it eventually. I think a Direct would be the perfect place to show it off. I don't think that's unreasonable to think at all. Okay, come on, I'm almost there. There we go. It would have been announced at Summer Game Fest. Why? If it's a Switch 2 exclusive, just... My thing is, like, we basically know by now. It's just a port. Like, it's nothing more. That's not something they would announce at Summer Game Fest. Especially if it's just Switch 2 exclusive. Like, that would be weird. Like, they got it now. We know the game exists. To say it doesn't exist at this point would be ignorant. Because Walmart freaking leaked it the other day. They listed it for pre-order on accident and then took it down. Oh, Sam's Undertale, bro. You don't know about, when was the last time Sonic was in a direct? I think Sonic X Shadow Generations. A new Sonic game? It's not a new Sonic game. It's Sonic Frontiers. See, I'm gonna prove all of you wrong. I'm gonna prove all of you wrong. Like, okay, how about you tell me this then? Where else are they going to announce Frontiers Definitive Edition? Where else? If not in the Nintendo Direct. You think a Sonic Central is more likely for Frontiers Definitive Edition? A Sonic Central that hasn't been announced. You think that's more likely for Frontiers Definitive Edition than a Direct? For a Switch 2 port of a game. That's just on Switch 2, no other platform. Alright, bro. We'll see what happens. I'll eat my words if I'm wrong, but I think y'all are tripping. Plain and simple, bro. I think you guys are tripping. Exactly, it's only for Switch 2. We know it's only for Switch 2 at this point. Sonic Frontiers was teased there. Yeah, like 5 years ago. That was before Superstars. They haven't announced a game out of Sonic Central in forever. Though, I will give you this. Frontiers Definitive Edition, I think, is small enough to be suitable to be announced out of Sonic Central. I just don't think it's happening. Because the game comes out in 2 weeks and we know nothing about it. All we've heard about it are from leaks. And there's a Direct tomorrow that will announce first party as well as third party stuff. And we know Frontiers Definitive Edition is coming very, very soon. Exclusive to Switch 2. Guys, like, come on. You're not thinking clearly, bro. You're not thinking. Yo, look up Luxus. Thanks for the 200 jewels, bro. Appreciate you. See, I don't know. See, bro, this Jewel shit is this cool. I'm assuming it's just bits, right? Switch 2 exclusive was a decision that Sega wasn't thinking clearly. Why though? Why? It's the game is not on Switch 2 yet. That's my thing. Now, if it had new content and it was Switch 2 exclusive, that would be a little strange. But I don't think it's going to have new content. I think it's literally just going to be Frontiers on Switch 2. I highly doubt we're getting new content. This Central will happen on 23rd of June. And you think Frontiers Definitive Edition would be a shadow drop? I don't think so, because they have to have physical copies, because we know there's physical copies, because, again, Walmart leaked it, that one French retailer leaked it. I do hope it'll have an upgrade path. If it doesn't have an upgrade path, I'm going to be very upset. It's showtime. Whoa, it's boss time. I keep forgetting I have this dash move. I like this boss music. Or have I heard this music before? It sounds familiar. Is it just a remix? I think it's just a remix. It sounds like, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like the Deltarune, like, battle theme. It sounds like a mashup of that and, like, the... That literally sounds like the Deltarune boss, not the boss music, but just the battle theme. Does it not? Dun. That's literally what it sounds like. KO! I wonder if it's like a mashup of that and like just the boss theme from Mania. Why do you think we're getting so many Sonic collabs with Godzilla? Well, for one, it's to promote the brand. Ooh, I like how this one looks like, if you guys played Sonic Overture. This kind of looks like the second zone from that game. For one, though, the collabs are, for one, for brand recognition and promotion. For two, I think it's because they have nothing else planned for this year beyond Pico Park and Frontiers Definitive Edition. So they have to have something there to, like, fill out the year. That makes sense. To keep us, you know, to give us content, basically. Do you think that Godzilla will be playable in Crossworlds? I hope so. I like this soundtrack. Whoever did the remixes or just the general soundtrack for this mod, or they know what the fuck they're doing, bro. That sounds great. No glaze, no glaze. The crossover will also happen to appeal back to Sonic's Japan fans. Fair. This is Sonic Megamix Mania. This is a mod of Mania. It feels like a brand new game, if I'm being honest. You can hardly tell it's a mod. Very surprised when... Yeah, I was shocked to see that, too. I was not expecting that. Like, Godzilla makes sense. That he's already collabed with... I say he, but... You know, Godzilla's already collabed with Rumble. That makes sense. But Evangelion? That was completely unexpected. But hey, now I haven't watched Evangelion. I have to watch it still. I heard it was like very, like weird. Like, there's a bunch of weird imagery and shit in it, which is interesting. It's like psychological, I think. It's got a lot of psychological stuff in it, which is cool. If there's any anime I do like watching, it's that type of stuff. Stop LARPing. I'm trying not to LARP, bro. I'm gonna watch it. But this is just what I've heard, bro. Here's the thing, bro. two most LARPable animes of all time is Serial Experiments Lane and Evangelion, bro. Two most LARPable animes of all time. So do yourself... I mean, I watched Lane, and I thought it was good. Definitely confusing, but it was good. Ow. And Death Note. And One Piece. Dude, it's like One Piece is like the most popular anime, or one of. But people LARP it so much. Like, I'm not going to act like I've watched One Piece. Because, quite frankly, I don't want to. It's like fucking 2,000 episodes or something crazy. Like, no thank you. Like, I'm good on that. Okay, where... Okay, I think I'm starting to see what's going on with the special stage complaints. They're way too long. They take too long, I should say. Okay, we're getting close to them. I say that and then get sent back. Hold on, is this a shortcut? What? Oh! That was. We're getting close. I'm just ready to get out of this stupid special stage. Oh, come on. There we go. Finally. What do I think the best Sonic fan game is? That's a good question. I think the best... My first thought is Sonic Momentum, but Sonic and the Fallen Star is also up there. Those two are like really good. Momentum is a little it's not finished, but the combat mixed with the high-speed gameplay is so good. I love Sonic Momentum. And Fallen Star is just like all around a very fun classic Sonic game with a bunch of like style. It's got a very unique vibe going for it, and I love it. Do I think Sonic Omens is bad? I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's good. I will say that. I definitely don't think it's good. I think it has some high points, but I'm sorry, dude. Those tornado levels and pretty much all of the shadow levels are pretty buns. Oh, look at that little flow state. Look at that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Omens, but I don't think it's like this god-awful game. I just don't think it's that good. And obviously, there's the controversy with the devs and whatnot, but even like, you know, just looking at the game for what it is, not that big of a fan. Thoughts on Crossroads Year 2? I'm here for it. I was talking with G-Dub about this. I think it's obvious. Hold on one sec. Gotta take some water there. My throat was getting dry. But I think it's very obvious that they are stretching out Crossroads as much as they possibly can. And it's kind of obvious. Like, think about it. We're getting the Avatar DLC in October. Like, by the time we get the Avatar DLC, we would have known about it for, like, over a year and a half. I think that's kind of unacceptable. Personally. Like, I don't know why. I would rather them just drop it more closely together and to have, like, nothing for a long stretch of time than for them to, like, spread it out thin. So there's, you know, technically something Sonic related every 4 months, you know? Because think about it. We had SpongeBob and Minecraft pretty much within a month of each other. And then Pac-Man was, what, a few months from that? And then Mega Man was a few months after that. But now we're waiting, what, 5 months for Ninja Turtles? And then, like, another long stretch for Avatar? And then, shoot, that Godzilla stuff, we're probably not going to see that till, like, January at the earliest. Then Evangelion's going to be even later. You know, I think, yeah, I think they're spreading it out too thin. I'm all for more Crossroads content. I think it should just be released more closely together, if that makes any sense. Like, I think we should be getting it more frequently. I don't think there's no reason we should be waiting as long as we've been waiting for all the Crossroads DLC. Don't tease it unless... Yeah, I think that's fair. Like, dude, it's very possible we're not going to see the Evangelion stuff come out till like a year from now. With how they've been releasing this stuff. And that's insane. Like, we're getting Ninja Turtles in July. But that's like, yeah. I don't know. I think that's just lame. Mario Kart 8 booster. Yeah, I mean, I definitely prefer the booster pass because at least for each of those waves, we got like a character or 2 or 3 and like 8 new tracks. Even if they are retro tracks, there are still like a lot of content in each wave. And that stuff was released more closely together than the Crossworld stuff. That is some... I really hope we get Mario Kart World DLC at the Direct. I would love some new Mario Kart World content. Some new tracks. But mainly, I want a custom knockout tour. I've seen a few people talk about that. I want custom knockout tours. Oh, I will say this. Godfather, you're 100% going to have to pay for it again. I don't know how much of this I can say out loud, but I don't think I would get in trouble for it. I'm in the Sega Creator Program. I don't know if I officially, like, came out and announced that, but I am. Let's go. I'm excited. I'm thankful. Whatever. That sounds like a dick thing to say, but yes, I am very thankful I'm in the program. And, you know, in the Sega program, you get free shit. And one of the free things you can get, I don't know if I should be saying all this, but I'm going to say it anyway, is the Crossworlds Season 2 Pass. That's one of the free things you can get. Now, why would they make that a free thing you can get if you didn't have to pay extra for it? You know, so... Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much confirmation that it's a separate thing you have to pay for. That's separate from the deluxe edition, which I know it's kind of obvious maybe, but yeah, that is what and that is unfortunate. Congrats, thank you, I appreciate that. I'm excited. It's nice. It's nice being able to get, like, you know, free shit. And to, like, interact with other people in the Sega content sphere, because I only know people who make Sonic content. This new community has like people from all around the Sega community, like Persona, RGG stuff, you know, all sorts of stuff like that I'm not really familiar with. So it's cool meeting people that are interested in that stuff. I feel like they're kind of wasting money to get these crossovers. I mean, here's the thing. I don't think we should really be, like, board meeting Sega. Like, I think as fans, you know, you can discuss this stuff. I don't think we need to be worrying about Sega's financials. That is not our job. I don't think we should be worrying about how they're spending their money. Unless if you have, like, a stake in the company. Time out this spam. Bro, stop spamming, bro. Stop spamming. Please stop. Please stop. Yo, Godfather. Or relaxed. I think he's still in the chat. I don't know. Maybe he left. I got him. God damn. Yeah, bro. Bro's slacking, bro. Bro's slacking. Bro's sleeping on the job, bro. It's crazy. Crazy work. Oh, look at that. Look at that speed. Leave chat for 2 seconds. Yeah. He left for 2 seconds. Yeah. Bro wasn't sleeping on the job. Yo, thanks for the gift, Look Up Luxus, for the 200 jewels. Appreciate that. Yo, this jewel stuff is weird. I don't even know how much the jewels equate to in, like, real money. I guess I'll find out. I'm assuming, like, 200 is $2. I'm assuming. That seems likely. I don't know. Have I considered getting into the Yakuza series? Absolutely. One day. I just have other games I'm playing right now. Like, I've been into Bayonetta lately. which is why I kind of had that reaction to Bayonetta 4. I would love to see that. I've been playing through Bayonetta 1 on Switch, and it's been really good. I'll probably finish that game up this week at some point. But that game's been really good. You just finished Bayonetta 2. How do you like it compared to Bayonetta 1? Because from what I heard, Bayonetta 2 is like way better than Bayonetta 1. And that's good news because I like Bayonetta 1, but it does have a lot of like that first game growing pains, if that makes sense.
It's showtime.
It's showtime. Because Bayonetta 1, I really like it so far. But my problem is, I think the story is almost intrusive. Like, the story, there's too many cutscenes. Like, I find myself skipping a lot of the cutscenes. Oh shoot, where are we going? Are we going to space? I have not played Borderlands. There's a lot of games I haven't gotten into. Bayonetta 2 is definitely a lot easier. That's... I could kind of expect that, you know, because it is a Nintendo exclusive after all, and they would probably want to appeal more to casual fans. Do you think the Frontier sequel will be teased? I think the Frontier sequel will be teased at this year's Game Awards, at the end of the year. And it will be released as a holiday 2027 game. That's my prediction. I know we said Game Awards last year was where it was going to show up, but obviously that didn't happen, and we've left the Summer Game Fest season, so obviously it's definitely not happening this year. I think 2027 is when it's going to get released. And then 2026 at the end of the year, that's when it will get officially announced. You'll like games like MGR. I have played Metal Gear Rising. I really did like that game. That game was fire. I just love Platinum action games. Which is why I'm very much looking forward to that, what is it, The Last Ronin? The Ninja Turtles game that Platinum's making. I am super hyped for that. That's going to be awesome. It's like, I've been saying this, but, dude, just imagine, like, Platinum handling a Sonic action game. Wouldn't that be crazy? Wouldn't that go crazy? Or am I just tripping? Is that just me tripping? Like, that would go so hard. Because, like, Platinum has Bayonetta under their belt. They made Ninja Gaiden 4. They have Nier Automata. Metal Gear Rising. That would be crazy. My thing is, though, when are they going to show off more GTA 6 stuff? Because they did say they are going to start, like, summer is going to be where they're going to start the marketing for GTA 6. So I think it's got to be happening soon. I want to get into Resident Evil. I do have the first few games on Steam. I bought them on a sale a while back, so I do want to get into those games. From what I don't know if you guys have ever played Resident Evil, but I just want to hear you guys' opinions on it. Do I start with Resident Evil 2 Remake or Resident Evil 1 like OG? Because I know the gameplay is very different, and the OG Resident Evil gameplay is like a very, very mixed bag. So I want to hear what you guys think about that, if you guys have played Resident Evil, because I did do a poll on Twitter, and they did say to start with the Resident Evil 2 Remake, but I don't know. Resident Evil 4 is heavily action-based. I think you're thinking of Resident Evil 5 and 6, because those games aren't really survival horror, those are more like action. 2 Remake? That's fair. They did just announce the Code Veronica remake at Summer Game Fest, which is hype. What show do I think is the best? I think Summer Game Fest was the best. I did watch the Xbox show too. Dude, all of the like major shows this year, PlayStation, Summer Game Fest, Xbox, they were all really good. Like I was especially impressed with Summer Game Fest because Summer Game Fest, you know, there's always one or two good announcements, but it's never like anything crazy for the most part. But holy shit, this year, it exceeded my expectations. Like, we got a ton of new Sega stuff at Summer Game Fest and the Xbox Showcase. We got that new Cuphead stuff at Summer Game Fest that I'm really hyped for. We got Final Fantasy VII Revelation, which that might be my most anticipated game right now, is that game, because I loved Remake and Rebirth. Never played OG, but I will play OG after I play Revelation. But I am super hyped for that game. That game's gonna be awesome. I mean, actually, I guess Kingdom Hearts 4 is technically my most anticipated game right now, but God, does that game even exist? Does that game even exist? Yeah, they brought back Tupac. That was so surprising. I was laughing so hard. I just hope they don't do some, like, AI bullshit with his voice. That would suck. Like, even if his estate, like, consented to him getting an AI voice, I still, like, I wouldn't, that would be kind of, you know, like, here's the thing. Like, James Earl Jones, I think that's his name, the voice of Darth Vader, before he passed, he consented to having his voice, being AI-ified for his voice to live on in certain games. That's how we got it in Fortnite. I think that's fine. Like, he consented himself to having his voice replicated with AI for future use. He himself gave permission for that. I think that's okay. But Tupac, he low-key died before this AI shit was even a thing. You know, he can't really consent to that. So even if his estate consents to some AI stuff, I don't know. That would still be a little weird. Yeah, he did voice Mufasa in Lion King, you're right. I mean, Snoop Dogg is in the game, which I think is funny. Like, I kind of want to play Stranger Than Heaven now. I kind of want to play it. Like, I definitely wasn't planning on playing it before, but I kind of want to now. That game actually looks pretty good. It is... So, from what I understand, is Stranger Than Heaven a prequel to Yakuza or no? Is it, like, same universe stuff? Because I can't get, like, a definitive answer on that. Or is it, like, a separate universe entirely? It's just, like, a completely different thing. It's a standalone game? Gotcha. I do want to play it. It does look cool. I don't think I'll get it at launch, but... Hey, if I can get, like, a free code for it, maybe I can stream it. If that's something you guys would want to see. I could stream the Stranger Than Heaven game. I do want to stream more things than just, you know, Sonic and Mario. But I have thought about doing that. I like the little headcanon nod there. That's cool. I have thought about doing that. The one thing I have an issue with is I do like playing games outside of YouTube, believe it or not. Like, there's a lot of games that I really do like to just play on my own pace and just, you know, I'm able to just kind of turn it on, you know, play it, pop a YouTube video on in the background maybe, you know, stuff like that. I really like doing that with games. Streaming it kind of makes it a whole event every time I play it. Like, I have to schedule a stream for it, and then I have to pick a time, and, you know, there's stuff like that. So that's why I kind of only stick to streaming Mario and Sonic stuff. And I guess Nintendo stuff. Like, I might stream the Ocarina of Time remake when it comes out. That's kind of why I've just stuck to streaming just Sonic and Mario stuff, is because for other games, I kind of want to, like, be able to play them on my own. You'll get 70% less viewers. That's being generous, honestly. It's probably more than that. But yeah, that is also a downside. But honestly, guys, I'm gonna be real. I don't really keep up with viewership when it comes to streams. Like, if I get higher viewership, that's obviously, like, good. But I don't really care that much about viewership when it comes to streams. I just kind of like playing games on stream. It's just fun. Talking with you guys as well. It's always fun. So, you know, that's like viewership is secondary. So I don't really care about the views. Like, the numbers are definitely more important when it comes to videos. Because, yes, I don't only do videos for views. But it is a big factor because this is my job, basically. YouTube is my main source of income. So I kind of have to be on top of that stuff. But streaming, I mainly just do it for fun and to just talk with you guys. That's mainly the main thing I do it for. Like, I don't even know how many viewers are watching this stream right now. I don't have the view count pulled up or anything. Because I don't really care. Ever played DMC? I tried to get into Devil May Cry 5. The controls kind of threw me off. I feel bad because Snorlax gifted me that game. I kind of feel bad for not playing it more, but I just could not get the hang of the controls. That's such a strange control scheme. You have 82? That's pretty good, hey. That's above average for me, so that's good. I appreciate you guys for watching. I think we had a big turnout at, you know, Summer Game Fest and State of Play, but that's, you know, that's just because those are like big events. Yeah, the Snorlax, bro. I have not played Shinobi. I heard Art of Vengeance was like really good though. So I do want to try it out. Guys, there's a lot of games I gotta try out. I've been trying to expand my gaming horizons recently, especially this year. I played through all of the God of War Greek games this year, and I loved those games to death. All of those games, even God of War 1, I really liked. And I can't wait for the trilogy remakes. Now, God of War Lofi or whatever, I don't really care for that game, because I don't like new God of War. I don't like the newer, like, movie-like God of War games where it's like, you know, you walk around, and the gameplay is slow, the combat is slow, it's like, and there's like RPG elements, like you have different armor, and like I don't fuck with that stuff. I don't fuck with that God of War at all. I definitely prefer Greek God of War. But one thing I'll give God of War Lofi or whatever, Laufey. One thing I like about that game, the combat looks a lot faster and a lot more fluid, and you can jump. Like holy shit, you can jump in a God of War game. No way. So already, it's looking a lot better than Ragnarok in 2018. I'm not really sold on it, and I feel like I would have to like get through God of War 2018 and Ragnarok first. Because I've played a little bit of God of War 2018, and I might try to play it again sometime soon, but I just do not like story games that are like... Okay, that's a lie. I liked Last of Us. Last of Us was good. But I don't know why I liked Last of Us. There was something about that game that I just really liked. Okay, so how do I break that? I spin dash into that? Okay, I'm trying to do my little kick, but it's not working. This is Sonic Megamix Mania. This is a mod for Sonic Mania. And it's really good so far. I am liking it. I know I'm not talking that much about it, but... So far, I'm really enjoying it. This little maze area, though, not a fan. Other than this, though, it's been pretty good. This reminds me a lot of, like, Labyrinth Zone, and I don't like that. The soundtrack, though, has been stellar. Like, holy shit, they fucking cooked with the soundtrack. I mean, I could blame The Last of Us, but The Last of Us kind of did it first, and it's good. So, I can't really knock The Last of Us too much. What I can do is I can blame God of War 2018 for being God of War 2018, because it's completely disconnected from, like, what made God of War so good. And that's the combat. The combat is so dumbed down in 2018, and it's, like, it's so sluggish, and there's just too much to keep up with. That's what I don't like about in the story, and like there's a bunch of moments where you're just kind of walking around, like collecting stuff. It's just so boring. It's such a I think it's a boring game. Now, I really like the premise of the story, like from the amount I experienced of it, I really like it. But I'm not really enticed to finish it, at least not right now, because I did not like the gameplay. I thought it was super boring. But here's the thing about the God of War 2018. Play the Greek games before you play it, if you are going to play it, because there is like it's marketed as a reboot. It's just a sequel. Like story-wise, it's a complete sequel to God of War 3. Like I highly recommend playing those games beforehand because I didn't, and I didn't know what the hell was going on in God of War 2018. But then I played the Greek games and I came back to it and I was like, oh man, I actually understand some of the story stuff here. Not a huge fan of Sonic Mania? Really? Man, Mania's like goated. Are you just not a fan of classic Sonic in general? Because I can understand that. I'm not the biggest classic Sonic guy myself, but I do like Mania. Mania's awesome. You know, people, I've never realized before how important having a good soundtrack is to a game. That is like, so that we don't often recognize how important that is for a game to have a good soundtrack. Like, if a game doesn't have good music, like, the vibes just go down immediately, bro. It's like, I don't really like this level, but I love the music, so I'm still not, like, having a bad time, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm able to just vibe out to the music still. Okay, are we still in the water? Oh, okay. I will say, these zone themes are awesome. Level design's a little weird, though. I can't lie. It was good, it was good. For the first few zones. This is the first one where I'm kind of iffy on it, I can't lie. This has been a long level, too. Maybe I just suck at the game. I do like the double jump is a weird inclusion, but I do like it. Classic Sonic in general feels good. That is fair. I'd say the appeal of Classic Sonic is like having to use the environments to build up your speed, and then you get like a high speed as a reward. Personally, I don't really care for that formula. I still like the classic Sonic games, but yeah. Dude, this looks fucking crazy. See, I want Sonic games to go back to having like this look. Like the dreamy sort of like ethereal, surrealist look to it. I would love for Sonic to go back to that. I know that was like... that whole, like, theming was hard carried by, like, the 90s. And then after the 90s, they went for more, like, I guess, like, punk, grunge, Y2K aesthetic. But that, like, sort of dreamy feel that, like, the Dreamcast Sonic games had, and the Saturn games had, dude, I would love for that to be revisited. What was the last Sonic game to use the Hedgehog engine? Hedgehog Engine 2? That was Shadow Gens. Hedgehog Engine 1, I believe, was Lost World. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I think Lost World was the last one that used Hedgehog Engine 1. Get those bursts. That's what I'm saying. People don't like the drop dash because it lets you get speed too easily. I kind of like the drop dash for that reason, personally. That's just me. What engine do I think is perfect for Sonic? I think... I don't know. I don't really have... I don't know. I don't really have much opinion on that because I don't really know how these things work. I think Shadow Gens showed us that, and Frontiers together showed us that they could make something really cool with Hedgehog Engine 2. I think now they're trying to pivot a lot more to Unreal Engine, which I also think could work. Just Unreal Engine has a lot more, like, hiccups in it that are noticeable. Frontiers tomorrow, what'd you miss? There is a Nintendo Direct tomorrow. And I am, like, 90% sure that we'll see Frontiers Definitive Edition tomorrow. At that Direct, since it is a Switch 2 exclusive. Zach the Insomniac said Frontiers sucks. Do you agree with him? Look, man, I love Zach. He's the homie. I gotta disagree with that, though. I love Frontiers. I think he's kind of crazy for that take, though. Now, I don't think he's crazy for that take. I think Frontiers is very, very hated. And for good reason. I mean, the game has a lot of issues. I just love the game. I think the game is great. You think they'll stick to Hedgehog Engine 2 for Frontiers 2? Maybe. I don't know if these leaks have any merit anymore, but... You know, there were those leaks from Zippo and that other leaker. I forgot his name. Midori? Is that it? The Sega Insider. That said, you know, there's going to be a Heroes remake that they've been working on, or they've been playing around with it in Unreal Engine, and stuff of that nature. And, you know, obviously Crossworlds was made in Unreal Engine. So I think, you know, those leaks had to have some sort of merit to it. I think it is possible that they could be making like a big transition to Unreal Engine, but you know, we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, I wouldn't be against that idea. I really have no opinion on this thing. I'm not a game developer. I don't really know the benefits of having a game in one engine compared to another. I will say this though. When I played Yoshi's Crafted World recently because I had to for that Yoshi video. I very quickly could tell that game was made in Unreal Engine because it had a lot of stuff like the background blur and the texture work and all of that stuff. I could very easily tell that game was made in Unreal Engine. This not happening, bruh. See, I don't get why you guys say this. Like Frontiers Definitive Edition? Is that what you're talking about? Like, even if you're not saying that. A lot of people have been saying that Frontiers Definitive Edition won't show up in the Direct. I don't see why. We know it's coming. June 23rd is very close. That is when it's releasing. We know that because Walmart leaked that and that other retailer leaked that. I really don't see why it's out of... I really don't see why it's like a crazy thing to assume that it'll be showed at the Direct. Especially after we had Summer Game Fest in the State of Play that didn't show it. I mean, I could be wrong, you know, obviously. There is a possibility it's not going to be at the Direct, but... I don't know. I think it's likely. I think it's like 90% likely to show up at the Direct. But again, if it's not, bro, I'll eat my words, bro. I think that's the exact same place I died at when I tried this same stage last time. Frontiers Definitive Edition is a Switch 2 exclusive. I mean, yeah. It is, and it's not going to have many differences. It's just going to be Frontiers, but better than the Switch 1 version. It's going to have, hopefully, 60 FPS. If it doesn't have 60 FPS, I'm straight up just not buying it. Like, I hope there's, like, a quality mode and a performance mode, at least. If it doesn't have 60 FPS on Switch 2, because really the only reason why I want that game on Switch 2 is to just have a portable version of the game that runs well. If it ain't 60 FPS, you can miss me with that, bro. I mean, it's not definitely a Switch 2 exclusive, but it's like... I would say there's only like a 10% chance that it's going to be on all platforms. Like, all of the insider info we've seen about the game, the retailer listings have only mentioned Switch 2. Now, I know we did have that Steam page update, which I will agree is a little interesting that it happened so conveniently. But that very well could just be a coincidence. No 60 FPS and a game... God, Jesus. And no upgrade. Like, if it's a key card, so be it. I'll still get it digitally if it's an upgrade. If it's not an upgrade and it's a game key card, that will be a... I will probably not buy it then. For me, to carry, it must have 60 FPS, pop and fix, graphics peak, and upgrade path. If anyone not, I'm out. Ooh. I don't know if pop and fix is very likely. The other stuff, I hope so, but I don't think pop and being fixed is going to happen. Unfortunately. I don't know. Part of me hopes that since they're re-releasing Frontiers in the year 2026, they'll go back and fix some things, maybe. And maybe those fixes will make their way to other platforms, but... not getting my hopes up. We need Mario Sunshine on... I hope so. It's been far too long. I mean, I have 3D All-Stars, so I'm personally, like, content with it, but they announced it, and it needs to happen. You don't own Frontiers physically on any platform? I mean, that's fair, but... even then, I personally, I don't consider game keycards to be true physical. Like, for me, personally, I see game keycards as empty game boxes. That's what I see them as. I see no reason to get a game keycard over, you know, having the game digitally, unless if I want to resell it. Which, as a collector myself, reselling games is kind of a no-no. Okay, let me dodge this laser. Yeah, this song is definitely from Deltarune. 1440p 60 on Switch 2? No. I think best case scenario, 720p 60. Possibly even lower. I'm pretty sure... okay, let me rephrase that. They could definitely get it running at 1440p 60 with proper optimization. Do I think that's going to happen, though? No. Shadow Gens was locked to 720p 60 on Switch 2. Highly doubt Frontiers 2 will be much different. Might even be worse. This is Sonic Megamix Mania, and this is not Sonic fused with Knuckles. This is Shadow. Son! That's Shadow, bro. Crossroads ran at 1080p, but Crossroads is different. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Crossroads was made in Unreal Engine, and I think Unreal Engine is way easier to optimize, potentially. I mean, I think the proof of that is they could only get Shadow Gens running at 720p 60, while Crossroads, they were able to get 1440p 60. Now, that's possibly due to them having more time to work on Crossworlds, and them rushing out the Shadow Gens remaster for Switch 2. I say remaster. Them rushing out the port for Switch 2 just to get something out for the console's launch, which I also think is possible. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll know very soon. We'll know very soon. I do hope for the best, though. Again, I'm no game developer, but I think Unreal Engine might be easier to optimize for. This song has vocals? Dude, this soundtrack is fucking insane. Dude, I kind of want to make a video about this game. I know I'm a little late to the party, but... I don't know. I am done with the Sonic fans do what Sega don't series. I am done with that series. Maybe I'll do like a Sonic like ROM hacks series or something. Or just a video on Sonic ROM hacks. I'm definitely not making another Sonic fans do what Sega don't video. I've used that titling scheme too many times. Whoa. Whoa, what's going on? Okay. In classic mode, one of the songs is literally an MJ song. That is actually so fire. Have y'all seen the Michael Jackson biopic? I gotta see it still. I recently watched The Backrooms in theaters, and that movie, hey, that movie was really good. Like, I was kind of expecting that movie to be kind of like a meme, like a shit show. I went to see it opening night. I think it was opening night. It was really good. Like, I really enjoyed it. Become the next Ant Dude? I could never. Ant Dude is way above me. It was really good. I gotta watch it, dude. I've heard great things about it. Were you watching Spider-Man in July? Absolutely. Dude, I'm totally ready for that movie. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing that. Because I liked No Way Home, but it was a little, looking back, it was a bit carried by, like, references and cameos and everything of that nature. So I am looking forward to this next one because it does seem to be more of a traditional street-level Spider-Man movie. Yes, we were going to watch Yes, I love watching Spider-Man being depressed. I hope they introduce Miles in the movie, though. They gotta introduce him to the MCU some point. That might be the post-credit scene. Because, like, dude, I'm sorry, Tom Holland is, like, 30-something. Like, how long are they going to make him play Spider-Man, bro? Who's Peter Parker? Good one, bro. Good one. I think that Shadow Gens tries more stylized visuals compared to Sonic Racing Crossworlds. I think I can agree to an extent. I really don't like how Crossworlds looks. I'll say that right now. I think that game looks very unappealing visually. Just not a fan of how it looks. But yeah, Shadow Gens, I wouldn't say it goes for like an artsy-fartsy sort of art style, but stylistically, I do think it looks better than Crossworlds. I mean, just in general, not even stylistically, just in general, it looks better than Crossworlds. Crossworlds is not a good-looking game, if you ask me. I will say this, though. The Avatar DLC pack, that shit looks fire, visually and, like, gameplay-wise. I'm so happy the leaks ended up being true about it being, like, the elements being used on the track. That is so badass. I can't wait for that. Sadly, I have to wait till fucking October to play it, bro. Like, what's up with that? Mario Kart World visually looks good most of the time, but other times the free roam looks very bad and foggy. I do agree with that, to some extent. I think Mario Kart World looks great. I think that game looks beautiful. There are moments. It has its moments, though, I agree. I also wish that it ran at, like, 4K. I think it runs at only 1440p, which is not bad. Like, that's still good. Has some weird aliasing as well, though. Am I going to watch Supergirl? Oh, that is coming out this month, isn't it? Shoot. I wanna watch it. I have no plans to as of now, but shoot, I forgot that was coming out. Yeah. I'll probably watch it. I really liked Superman. That movie was great. And I'm not even the biggest, like, Superman guy or just DC guy in general. I'm much more of a Marvel guy. But yeah, I definitely want to watch Supergirl. Crossroads is everything else. Yeah, I don't know. Recently, I've been liking Mario Kart World a lot more than Crossworlds. I think I've logged double the hours on Mario Kart. Okay, I feel like I'm going in circles here. What's going on? Maybe not. Okay, stop. Stop! Okay, there we go. Shadow Generations is harder to optimize. That's, yeah, I can imagine. I mean, obviously, Unreal Engine is a much more public engine, whereas Hedgehog Engine 2 is in-house. So, yeah. I could probably imagine that. That makes sense to me. What's up, Max? How's it going? Do I think Mario Kart 8 is better than World? No. Nope. I think it has better tracks, obviously. But gameplay-wise, World is such an upgrade, it is not even funny. Like, I went back and played Mario Kart 8 for some footage, I think. It felt disgusting to play. I'm not even joking. It felt weird. Like, it felt bad. I will say that. It felt bad to play. Like, World's general control and gameplay, like, makes so many upgrades, it's actually insane. Now, unfortunately, I think they could have done more to, like, you know, incentivize you to use the, parkour abilities. But still, it's fucking great. Like, I'll say, World is a good game. I still think it's stupid that they haven't fixed the online, and I will still critique them for that. And I do think the free roam mode is emptier than it should be. There should be a lot more content in the game. What's up, Gabriel? What's up, Marco? There should be a lot more content in the game, but unfortunately, you know, that's just how stuff goes. Alright, guys. You know, I think we had a good stream. I think we're going to end it here, though. I think we should raid somebody, though. It's been a while since we've done a raid, so let's go ahead and do a raid. Let's see. And yes, guys, I will be streaming the direct tomorrow. So be there for that. Well, you got to be there. I'll start 30 minutes before it starts, probably. I'll get that scheduled immediately after this stream ends. But yeah, definitely be there for that. Let me go ahead and see who we can raid. I'm not sure who is live right now. If you guys got any ideas, let me know. Let's see. Who we got? Oh, our good friend Not a Sonic channel is live. Let's go ahead and raid Not a Sonic channel. Okay, we can't do it the traditional way. Okay, guys, so this is what's going to happen. Not a Sonic channel is live. So what we're going to do is I will spam the link in chat, okay? And you guys spam SF raid like that, okay? Deal? Do we have a deal? All right, let's do it. But yeah, guys, that's all from me. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Yeah. See ya. Go ahead, go raid. SF raid, go. See you guys later.